And hello viewers, welcome to my YouTube video.
With London Paddington closed due to engineering works, you've been called on to assist with the trains being turned back at Ealing Broadway.
In this video I am going to play Train Sim World. Yes, it is my first ever Let's Play video to play Train Sim World. Well, basically this is a game that was released by Dovetail Games. Hello? Did my game just crash? Oh, for God's sake. Stupid game. Oh, I'm back. Okay, so this is in fact my third attempt to make this video. The first and second attempts failed. So basically this is a game. It's named Train Sim World : CSX Heavy Haul, and that's the base game. The base game comes with a CSX Heavy Haul. This is the first add-on of that game. It's Great Western Express, and in this sorry, I'm not feeling well recently. In this add-on, you get 3 trains: the HST, which is this one.
Thanks for helping out today. With your local knowledge, the manoeuvres at Ealing Broadway should go smoothly. When you're ready, take control of the train.
The HST and hang on. I just did unlock. Oh, no, I didn't. Okay, loading passengers right now. So basically, this train, I mean this game, you have to get the CSX Heavy Haul to play it, because it's stupid. It's actually quite annoying because I'm not interested in American transport whatsoever, and I have to have it in order to play this Great Western Express. So in Great Western Express you get 3 different trains. Class 43 HST and Class 166 Networker Turbo, built by ABB. The last train is Class 66 Freight Locomotive, built by Electromotive Diesel, or EMD. And in this video I am driving a scenario. In this video I am driving the scenario Christmas Closures. Well, in this add-on you don't get you don't get many scenarios. You only get 5 scenarios and 4 tutorials. I think 4, but not many tutorials. Yeah, you kind of have to. Well, the 3 trains that come with this game have quite different controls. Yeah, 2 are passenger trains, a passenger multiple unit, passenger locomotive, and the freight locomotive. They're all diesel, and they have quite different controls. Okay, what else was I going to say? Yeah, and the tutorials are quite undetailed. So you kind of have to have quite some basic railway knowledge to play this game, and Oh, I forgot to turn the safety system on, which is the AWS and DSD. It's by default off, which is a bit, I don't know. Maybe it's off when you shut off the train in real life, but I prefer it to be on. And however, in Train Simulator, the safety systems are always on British trains, and well, this scenario is Christmas closure. In this scenario, I drive from Slough, which is the station I just departed from, to Ealing Broadway, which is somewhere in west of London, I think. West of central London. Anyway, I drive from Slough to Ealing Broadway, and then I drive from Ealing Broadway station to a designated stop place that's close to Ealing Broadway, and I stop there and shut off the train, not including the engine, and then I go to the other end and drive it back to Ealing Broadway platform, and then to Slough, and then the scenario is finished. This is actually my third attempt to make this video. I hope it is going to work. My first attempt I didn't set up my recording correctly, and I did a lot of things wrong in my first attempt. My second attempt, it was going well, but someone knocked on my door, but it wasn't the worst until at the very last I went past the red light, the red signal, because I wasn't focusing on driving that much. I was focusing on talking to the microphone, which actually distracts me. Well, that's one of the problems of my driving. I can't really talk when I drive, even in the game. And so let me talk something about this game comparing to Train Simulator 2017 or 2018. Oh, I've just got this. Lovely. So basically, this is a completely different game, but the controls are similar, but it's a separate game from Train Simulator. And I think the driving experience is better in this game, except the sound. Well, things sound amazing except the engine. Like I don't think it is that quiet in real life. You can notice that this is a lot quieter than HST in Train Simulator. What's even worse is the Networker Turbo is also very quiet in this game. But Electromotive Diesel is okay, the EMD, and well, I think the sound is better in Train Simulator than in this game. I hope they can improve that. I don't think this is a game problem. I think this is particularly this add-on, because well, after this add-on, Dovetail Games released another add-on called Rapid Transit, which is in Germany, in Leipzig, Leipzig. I'm not sure how to pronounce that. I'm not good at German. And it's S-Bahn service in that city, and it's part of the operation of S-Bahn Mitteldeutschland. I'm not sure if that is rapid transit. I know U-Bahn should be rapid transit. I'm not sure about the S-Bahn. And because in that one, that's a Bombardier Talent 2. That's the only train that comes with that add-on. In that train, even though it's electric, it sounds louder than these diesel ones in this add-on, which is a bit funny. So I think they should improve that. Well, they probably won't. I don't know. And And graphics wise, the graphics are quite good in this game, except that I don't know why the things happen to be appearing and like that, you know what I mean? I think that has something to do with my graphics settings. I don't know, I forgot what settings I set to, probably not the highest. But it's good. And also, in this train, the HST in this one, the one I'm driving right now, has when you operate the brake handle, it doesn't go into emergency brake. But I remember in Train Simulator, the HST, it does go into emergency brake when you operate the brake handle on your left hand side. But the maximum brake is notch 6 or step 6, which is full service. But I don't think it's called full service in Train Simulator on HST. I don't know. Oops, I'm speeding a bit. And yep, that's something about the HST. And also the wiper, by default, I think in Train Simulator the HST wiper is either on or off, but in this one it's detailed more. By default it's in off position, and you can press V to turn it on or wash, I don't know. I rarely use wiper. Now watch this, if you put it to off, it stays there. Okay, I need to brake. But if you put it a notch down more, it parks, and the notch is named parked. Which makes complete sense. Okay, I need to slow down quite a lot now, because I don't want to go past the red signal. Now I'm approaching. Welcome on board this Great Western's railway service to Ealing Broadway. We are now approaching Ealing Broadway. Yeah, why am I making the announcement? Oh, that's a bit annoying. It doesn't have announcement. Maybe I need to set it, I don't know. But it doesn't tell you how to set it in the tutorial. I'm not sure about the S-bar in this game. And this is actually a very good game. I will probably make another video on this add-on. I mean, I'll probably make an S-bar video for Christmas time, and this station is Ealing Broadway. This train terminates here. When you leave the train, don't forget to take all your belongings. All change, please. This train terminates here. Okay, announcement stop. Basically, I will probably make an S-Bahn video for Christmas time, because that came out around Christmas. Not really. And then I will leave the rest of this add-on for next year, because I'm working on Christmas stuff recently, because Christmas is very important to me. It's like one of the most important festival holidays in the entire year. Probably because I'm Christian. Well, I don't know. And also, one of the reasons why I'm picking this scenario to make in this video is that it's Christmas closure.
You're clear to shunt into Acton Yard.
It's Christmas closure, so that means it has something to do with Christmas. And apart from scenarios and tutorials, which you probably won't play. I mean, tutorials you probably won't play, but scenarios you may play. You've got a full schedule that works for 24 hours. like a full working schedule for 24 hours throughout the day, that means, and for all 3 trains. But the EMD, because it's a freight service, you don't really have that many options to drive in service mode. However, there is a scenario that you drive the EMD to haul a failed HST. But that is fun. I may do that sometime next year. And also, if viewers, if you have any suggestions, don't hesitate to comment below, and you can also WhatsApp me at 07378501514. That's my WhatsApp number. That's not my private phone, but it's only for me. No one else looks at it unless my phone gets hacked. But that's not my private one. I mean, I use a different mobile phone number that I'm not going to tell you. But I use both. You can also email me at lenexander@yahoo.co.uk. That's my email. Right, so I am approaching a designated stop, at which I will change end. And also, to be honest, even though I really like making fun of the Americans, I really like the EMD as well. I mean, I don't really like the EMDs used in the US, but I like the Class 66. It is quite good. Except that there's one slight thing I don't really like about the Class 66. It's that what is it called? The throttle. Well, the throttle is on your right hand side. I don't like the way that when you push it away from you, it's a higher notch. It's normally not the case on any other trains in the UK. I mean, in Britain. I'm not sure about Northern Ireland. But Northern Ireland has a completely separate railway system from Britain. And this is when British Railways is when British actually means British, because when a lot of people say British, they actually mean of the United Kingdom. But in this case, it's actually British. It doesn't apply to Northern Ireland. And in Britain, the gauge, including London Underground. Well, London Underground is a separate system.
Close down the desk and walk to the other cab.
London Underground is a separate system, but both London Underground and British Railways have a track gauge of 1435 millimeters. 1435 millimeters, yeah. That's the track gauge, also known as standard gauge. I think it's also used in continental Europe. It's used in a lot of places. But in Northern Ireland, they use the same gauge as Republic of Ireland. That's known as Irish gauge as well. It's 1600 millimeters. Does it mean that the trains are wider as well? I don't know. But the gauge is wider. Oh, hang on. I forgot something. I forgot to turn the safety system off at that end. Yeah. This feels quite nice. And how do I turn that off? Oh, okay, it's off now. It was quite a short journey, to be honest. Well, that's partly because this is HST. And what does HS stand for? High speed. Even though it doesn't look like a high speed train. Well, these are to be probably to be replaced by.
A successful job, I think.
These are probably to be replaced by the Hitachis. So basically British Railways are having the Hitachis. They're numbered as Class 800, 801 and 802. Class 801 is an alternating current multiple unit, electric multiple unit. I'm not sure if it uses AC, but it's electric. It's probably AC because it draws electricity from pantograph. And Class 800 and 802 are electro-diesel, also known as bi-mode. Electro-diesel multiple units. Those are yeah. And well, the difference between an 802 and 800 is that. Hello, game. Stop lagging. The difference between 800 and 802 is that the 802 is more powerful than the 800. Now they both have a V12 engine. Each car, I think. I'm not sure, but each engine is a V12 MTU, I think, or is it MTU? I don't think it's Perkins. Well, this one has a Paxman. The HST has a Paxman, which lately became MAN turbo and diesel. But Paxman, I don't know, was a British company. They were bought by MAN, and the Networker Turbo has got a Perkins engine. Like 3 Perkins engines, I think. But it is Perkins. And then Class 66 EMD has got an EMD engine, I think. I'm really not sure. But Hitachi Class 800 and 802 have sorry, have MTU engines, I think, like the Turbo Stars. Or are those Cummins or MTU? I think those are MTU. I'm not sure. Go check yourself. But the Class 802, each engine is 700 horsepower. On Class 800, each engine is 560 horsepower, I think. 500 something. And the acceleration of 802 is 1 meter per second square, and of 800 it's 0.7 meter per second squared. So that's a bit different. That is probably the case in diesel mode. I'm not sure about the electric mode. But basically the operators are ordering electro-diesel instead of electric for the reason of delay or electrification of the tracks. But I think electro diesel is a good idea, because in case case when you've got a electric failure. Hello, welcome on board this Great Western Railway service to Slough, calling at Slough only. If you see something that doesn't look right, report it to a member of staff or the police. Say it, sorted. Why am I doing the announcement? Please mind the gap. That's London Underground. Okay, why am I here? Hang on, I just want to have a look. You can't get in there. You can't get through here. Can I just ask, why are these white? That's a bit strange. But why are these covered in snow? I don't quite understand. Okay, lock the doors, I guess. Release that and guard the signal. Notch 2. Pa. More pa. Hang on, notch 3. It's quite funny. When you put in notch 2, it's got 2000 amps going on. Put it in notch 3, it's still 2000 amperes, but the acceleration is significantly greater. It's probably increasing the voltage. It should do, yeah. Well, when you've got a greater acceleration, you've got a greater power output. And power, in this case, is equal to current multiplied by voltage. Yes, it should be. Voltage is what's voltage? Voltage is work over charge. Current is charge over time. So if you multiply work over charge by charge over time, you get work over time, which is power. And I've got a positive gradient of 0.1%. Lovely. But as you pick up speed, the current drops. Oh, shut up. I wonder. I think the traction motors on this locomotive is the traction motors are direct current, right? Are they DC? Not sure. And then the prime mover generates alternating current, I think. I don't know. And then there's something that converts alternating current to direct current. I don't know. Not sure. I need to check. I need to learn more stuff. This feels quite nice. Welcome on board this Southwestern. Hang on, it's not Southwestern, it's Great Western. Welcome on board this Great Western Railway service to Slough. Calling at Slough only. The next station is Slough. If you see something suspicious, please report it to a member of staff or contact the police. See it, say it, sorted. What else? What else goes on the announcement? I don't know what else goes on the announcement. I forgot. I really forgot. Okay, so now the last time I did this, in my last attempt, when I did this, I actually went past the red signal at Slough because I was going a bit too fast. I mean, I didn't have enough time to brake, So this time I am going to be careful. And also in this game, when you're going to a service, you need to choose one of the 3 locomotives. I mean, one of the 3 trains. If you're in this, what's it called, add-on, or in this route, you can also spawn yourself walking, which is great. It is quite foggy. I quite like. I didn't notice it was such foggy when I came. When I went the out trip from Slough to Ealing Broadway. But this is a really good game. Quite detailed. Oh, that's none of my business. That's none of my business. That has something to do with me. The trees are trees. Did you see that graffiti? I don't know, I hate graffitis for some reasons. I really hate them. Now this is quite fast, I have to be honest. I don't think the EMD can't go that fast, they're limited to 75 miles an hour. The Networker Turbo, I don't think it can go this fast. I think it can, but it's usually used on frequent stop service. So before you have a chance to get that fast, you need to brake if you drive the Networker Turbo. And also, I find myself... I found that I prefer calling trains by names than by numbers. You probably realise that. I like the naming system better than numbering system, but I think numbering system has some other benefits. I don't mind, but I know when I went to New York City, the streets are all numbered, and I really hated it. I really hate that system, because when you if the streets are numbered, it's easier to remember the wrong street. If they're not numbered, they're not. And also, the streets and avenues in New York City are just straight. And if you look at the map, you'll see a net, a perfectly rectangular net. Oh, by the way, I need to talk about the repeated signal. This one. So basically, in British Railway signalling system, there's such a thing as repeated signal. It basically repeats what the upcoming signal is, and they're usually placed in front of a curve or something. And the repeated signal basically is a bar. If you get a horizontal bar with a white background, that means you're approaching a red signal. If you've got clockwise from horizontal bar, clockwise 45 degrees, diagonal bar, it's always that direction, it doesn't go the other way. And it always means you're approaching yellow signal or amber signal, no matter it's single or double. But if you've got a same diagonal bar but with a green background, that means you're approaching a green signal. However, in Train Simulator, there's no green background. So when the repeated green signal is also white background. Oh, I've been speeding. Not a good train driver. You see, that's why I'm not good at driving and talking at the same time. If this was in Train Simulator, I would have get points off. Yeah. So this is the repeated signal is one of the benefits of this game over Train Simulator. I think the tracks are cleared of snow because it doesn't really feel slippery, more slippery. You see, why is that train driving with doors open? Dude, close your doors. I don't even know how that train can move with doors open, because normally when you have doors open, it locks the train automatically. I am confused. So last time I passed the red signal there, and it didn't go well. Why can I hear my engine kinda go up a bit when I release the brake? Okay, please don't go wrong, 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 thanks. I noticed something wrong, because later I need to get off the train, and that way I can't get off, so I need to move backwards a bit. Normally I can just stop there. Okay, so now DRA is on. Let me unlock the doors. Now you don't get the button to unlock the doors in the HST because the doors are not self-powered. No, I need to sit here because I need to lock the doors later. And I tried walking away and it wouldn't let me sit back here. I don't know why. So I just need to keep sitting here. Basically, but on the Networker Turbo, you actually have the working buttons to press on the train. Hello, HST. But on this one, you just need to use the menu because it doesn't really have the button for you to press. And so this is the end of my service. Please, all passengers get off. Lock carriage doors.
That seems to all run smoothly. We made a good
Yes.
thing there. Have a great day.
Thanks. Objective complete. So I need to exit and end the scenario. Slough. Hello train, hello HST, are there any passengers on board? I thought this train would terminate here. Oh, that looks about right. Okay, so the scenario ends here. And thank you very much for watching my first ever Trains in Mode video. I hope you enjoyed it and have a good day and Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Good night.